to speak. So please utilize the time wisely, right? Try to use all 5 minutes if you can. Focus on rebuttal. Yeah, be clear. Do not go too fast. Be very clear because your opponents need to hear you clearly. Yeah. For those who are not debating, right? When, for example, when the first speaker is speaking, everyone please pay attention and write down what the first speaker said. Sean J, Ashley, Sean J. You have to write down what Isaac said so you can later on rebut Isaac. Okay? When Wilson, Yunzi, Isaac, you need to listen to Sean J or Ashley when they are speaking and write down what they said because you can also rebut them. Okay, maybe not so much of Isaac because he's the first speaker, but Isaac, you're allowed to still give your comment to Wilson and Yunzi. Okay, now we're also going to try out something in this debate. Yeah, Sean J, Yunzi, Ashley, Wilson, Isaac, can I double confirm all of you are here? Can you all open video for a minute so I know you all are here? Just to make sure, because this is important. Okay, Sean J is here, Ashley is here, Wilson. Okay, is he? Come, I just want to make sure everyone is here. Okay, thank you, Wilson. All right, thank you, Ashley. Now, once the first speaker has spoken, right? Once Isaac has spoken, I will open a breakout room and give everyone 2 minutes. Yeah, 2 minutes. 2 minutes. When the breakout room is open, Ashley, Sean J, you get to discuss with each other any ideas you have to rebut Isaac. Yeah, I'm giving you more time. Okay, usually it shouldn't be 2 minutes. Okay, now once listen here for the proposition team. Once Sean J have finished his speech, Wilson, Isaac, Yunzi, you will get a breakout room to discuss within the 2 minutes how should Wilson rebut Sean J. Share ideas, talk to each other, right? Maybe Yunzi will have an idea for Wilson. Maybe Isaac will have an idea for Wilson. Okay, if all of you combine for team one, you have 6 pairs of, 3 pairs of ears. Yeah, 3 pairs of ears. Team 2 only got 2 pairs, right? Sean J and Ashley. Okay, so make sure to team up and help each other, right? So speaker time, 5 minutes. Prep time, 2 minutes. Okay, when the 2 minutes is up, I will automatically close the breakout room. Yeah, let me remind again, I will automatically close the breakout room. Oops, 338. Everyone can understand? Any questions so far? Yeah, any questions so far? You can type in the chat too if you have. Anyone? Okay, are all of you ready? Can you all type in the chat? Yes, if you are ready. Type yes, if you're ready. Okay. Thank you, Chongji. Thank you, Isaac. Ashley, Yunzi, Wilson, are you ready?
Yeah,
If
I'm
yes,
ready.
good. Yep, Wilson, okay?
Teacher,
Yep.
how
Yes.
long do all of us have? Or do we get individual or?
Yes, individual 5 minutes. Okay, so spend the time wisely. Yeah, spend the time wisely. Utilize
to
all
waste
the
my
time.
time.
Yeah, I mean, do whatever it takes to use all the time. Okay, Ashley, okay or not, Ashley?
Okay.
Yeah, Ashley. All right. So we're gonna start now, and we're gonna start with the first proposition speaker. Okay, let me reshare my screen so I can provide the timer. Google timer, 5 minutes. Let's see. Okay, let me reset the time. Everyone. Okay, now first, Isaac, get yourself ready. I'll be inviting you to speak in about 10 seconds. All right, everyone, representing the proposition team on the topic of plastic bags should be banned is Isaac Lee. Isaac Lee, whenever you are ready, you may begin. I will start the timer.
Okay. Members of the audience, dear proposition. I am Isaac Lee, members of the proposition, here to explain that plastic should be banned. Here are some 2 points of knowing why plastic are needed to be banned. My first point is plastic contributes climate change. The production and disposal of plastic contributes to greenhouse gases emission, which exacerbate climate change and its harmful effects. My second point is plastic is harmful to wildlife and marine ecosystems. Plastics is often ingested by animals, leading to injuries for them. It also undergoes marine animals such as sea turtles and dolphins, which can cause suffocation or drowning. Therefore, I believe the plastic should be banned. Thank you.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's it?
You needed me 2 points, ma.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. At the same time, right, class? Not just the point, right? You should give like evidence, examples of how the plastics are making the environment or everything that you want to say worse, right? And Isaac, you need to understand the word that you copied from the internet. Exacerbate. Do you know what that means?
Don't know.
Yeah. You see, you don't even know the word. It's nothing wrong, but like, let's say if you have a word you don't understand, you should Google and find out what it means. So exacerbate for Sanjay, ST, Yunxi, and Wilson. Exacerbate means to make things worse or make a problem worse, right? Climate change is already a problem, but if you have a lot of plastics, if you don't ban plastics, it will make it even worse. Okay, so that is exacerbate. I wrote it in the chat already for all of you. Okay, so yeah, Isaac, yeah, more evidence, more examples. That is quite lack of research over there. Yeah, that's very short. You should time yourself for 5 minutes. Okay, I'm going to open the breakout room. But is it okay, Isaac, if I invite you to speak again? Sanjay, actually, do you manage to write anything down? Just checking.
No.
Okay, Sanjay, yes, actually no. Isaac, is it okay if I invite you to speak again one more time? Just mention the 2 points that you prepared. Yeah, just read out the 2 points you have prepared. Okay, come one more time.
Two points only, or
Yes, the 2 points only.
okay. Plastic contributes to climate change. The production and disposal of plastic contributes to greenhouse gases emission, which
Isaac, louder.
exacerbate climate change and its harmful effects. Second point is plastic is harmful to wildlife and marine ecosystems. Plastic is often ingested by animals, leading to injuries or death. It also undergoes marine animals, such as sea turtles and dolphins, which can cause suffocation or drowning. Therefore, I believe that plastic should be banned. Thank you.
All right. Now, Isaac, just a quick improvement, right? If you're going to say that it contributes to climate change and it's harmful for the wildlife, maybe you want to tell us like how many wildlife has been killed, how many tons of plastic waste are in the sea, in the ocean. There's so many information like data that you are missing, okay, that you could have added. Yeah, so please continue to work on your research. All right, I'm going to open the breakout room now. Isaac, Yunsi, Wilson, continue to discuss how are you going to work together, right, to give stronger points, better examples and evidence. Ashley and Sanjay, work each other to see how you can rebut these 2 points, contribute to climate change and harmful to wildlife. Okay, go. You have 40 seconds left. Everyone, you have 30 seconds. Right, I'll give you 10 seconds to wrap up and I'll close the room. All right, Sanjay and Ashley is back. I thought I automatically closed the room. You all are able to hear what I said just now, right?
Yes, loud
Oh,
and clear.
loud and clear. I was broadcasting the message. Did you all manage to discuss anything? Good, good. Right. I hope all of you will work together even more. Yeah, of course through online. Okay. All right, Isaac is back. Vinci is back. And hey, where's Wilson? Am I missing Wilson? Oh, Wilson is back. Okay. All right. Wilson is back. Everyone get yourself ready because I will be inviting the next speaker, right? Sanjay, representing the opposition team, first speaker. Whenever you are ready, you may unmute yourself and begin.
Good evening, Mr. Chairperson. Ladies and gentlemen, we are the opposition team. We disagree with the definition given by the proposition. Today, as the first speaker, we will be talking to you about 3 points about why plastic bags should not be banned. I will be talking about plastic bag is a multi-use product and bans may not be effective. Our second speaker will be talking about plastic bag is the cheapest out of all among packaging. Our third speaker will rebut and sum up our team case. The first speaker of the proposition team has tried to tell us that plastic contribute climate change and plastic is harmful to wildlife and animals. However, this is wrong. Let me explain why. Well, it is true that many plastic bags are currently made from non-renewable sources such as oil or natural gas. But the production of plastic bags has improved over the years, and some companies are now using more sustainable sources, such as plant-based material like cornstarch or cassava. While these alternatives are not without their own environment concerns, they are a step towards reducing our reliance on non-renewable sources. The material also can get dissolved fast, so it will not pollute the environment. Now, I will be discussing my points. My first point is plastic bag is a multi-use product. This is because plastic bags were designed to satisfy our need. Thin plastic can do many things that paper, which is recommended as a good substitute for plastic. Indeed, there are ways in which thin plastic may be more useful than paper. For example, plastic bags are widely appreciated for their use in wrapping foods and holding waters and other wet goods. They are also useful as a protective lining for rubbish bin, as a protective wrap for delicate clothing material, or as a way of temporarily sealing roof and tap lid. These and many other functions make the plastic bag a versatile practical invention. Now, on to my second point. Bans may not be effective. If you are trying to improve the environment, the method to solve problems of plastic bag is not a ban, but is a better management. The three are reduce, reuse, and recycle. Of solid waste management also apply to plastic bag. Managing plastic bag means knowing how to use and store them properly so they can be reused many times, and knowing how they can be recycled when their useful life has come to an end. Indeed, as with anything that is designed for a purpose, both paper and plastic bags need to be managed to sustain their usefulness and prevent them from disrupting their balance in our ecosystem. Regulating the use of plastic bags is necessary, but regulation are not enough. Their enforcement is more important. Banning plastic bags dismiss them as useless and disaggregate their practical functionality, durability, and affordability. It is the misuse and improper disposal of plastic bags that is causing harm to the environment, not the product itself. A total ban on plastic bags will only gloss over the lack of an effective environmental management policy in a given country. It will not save the environment from the ill effect of a throwaway mentality. So, Mr. Chairperson, ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, we believe that plastic bag is a multi-use product and ban plastic bag may not be effective. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Sanjay. Sanjay, mind if I clarify, right? Did you present a rebuttal on Isaac's point?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, got it. I'll just reconfirm it because I didn't hear you mention the points mentioned by the opposition. Did you?
I say the production of plastic bag has improved over the years so that can counter the climate change.
But did you mention like a sentence saying that like highlighting the points mentioned by Isaac and then saying that we disagree with this point because, did you mention this sentence roughly?
Let me see. I say, however, this is wrong. Let me explain why.
Okay, good. Thank you. Maybe I didn't hear you, but yes, I got the point of you mentioning, you're talking about how the production is improving. Yeah, so I just want to clarify. Thank you. Right. Now, class, why am I doing this? When you are debating, it is important for you to emphasize, meaning like tell your audience that you are now going to rebut your opponent. Okay, it is okay one. Take the time and say, now I'm going to rebut Yun Si. Or now I'm going to rebut the first proposition speaker. Okay, and remember, if you're the third speaker, you can also rebut the first and the second speaker. Okay, don't feel if your team didn't manage to rebut everything, you can step in and continue. Yeah. Okay, now I'm gonna open the room again. I'll give everyone 2 minutes. Yinzi, Wilson, Isaac. Okay, continue discussion. Ashley, Sanjay, continue to discuss. How are you going to prepare for the next round? Everyone, I'll give you 10 more seconds to wrap up.
Teacher,
Yes, Isaac.
like, I'm gonna speak up again.
No, you won't be speaking again, but like if you have any ideas of how you want to rebut your opponent, right? You can tell Wilson and you can tell Yunsi to help you speak. You get what I mean?
Mm.
Like you can pass the point to them. Yeah, because once your time is gone, right? It's literally gone. Understand? Yeah. Class, remember, yeah, if you have any idea of how you can rebut your opponent and your time is over, right? Pass it to your teammate. Tell your teammate the idea you have and ask your teammate to try and rebut it. Okay, Wilson, you have any question? Yeah, you can ask away
No,
if
but
you.
yeah, no problem. But my internet right now is not so good, so maybe if I disconnect in the middle, just pause it real quick. So,
Got it. No problem. All right, I'll wait for you definitely. All right.
okay, so thank you so
Without
much,
any,
Pat.
all right. Without any delay, I'm going to invite Wilson, representing the proposition team, the second speaker. Wilson, whenever you are ready, you may begin.
Good afternoon, Mr. Madam Chairperson, ladies and gentlemen. The topic for our debate is plastic bags. Plastic bags should be banned. We, the proposition. Wait. Okay. The topic for our debate is plastic bags should be banned. We, the proposition team, believe that this statement is true. The first speaker of the opposition team has tried to tell you that plastic bag has alternatives. However, plastic bags don't have any alternatives. However, this is wrong. Let me explain why. So first, plastic bags are really not financially valuable because even if people buy these plastic bags, they don't really, even if they do buy it, it's just 20 cents, 10 cents, maybe even 1 ringgit at most. But that barely gives to any of our financial systems or financial world, and doesn't prevent any kind of these recession. It doesn't prevent any kind of recession. It doesn't prevent any financial bankruptcy or anything. And if you're gonna not ban plastic bags are still useless because plastic bags are very useful and they're recycled back in this world and do not require to harm the environment anymore. So I think plastic bags should be banned. He also said that if okay, wait, never mind. Cancel out the last rebuttal.
Okay, continue.
Our first speaker has already explained plastic is harmful to wildlife and marine ecosystem. Plastic waste is mostly eaten by animals, leading to injuries or death. It also entangles sea animals such as sea turtles and other, which can cause suffocation. Today, as the second speaker, I'll be talking to you how plastic waste is a global crisis. Now I'll be discussing my points. The first point is how plastic waste is a global crisis. This is because plastic pollution is a global problem that affects every part of the world and it requires urgent reaction to address. Now on to my second point. Plastic is a major contributor to environmental degradation. Example, egg containers, plastic bottles, and plastic bags. This is also because of the production and disposal of plastic contributes significantly to air, water, and land pollution. And the negative impact of plastic on the environment is a significant threat to the health of our planet. So, Mr. Madam Chairperson, ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, thank you very much for listening to my debate about how plastic bags should be banned.
All right, thank you, Wilson. Now, I must say, Wilson, good job on trying to rebut your opponent. Yeah, that is a very good, well done job. Later, I will discuss how you could potentially improve your rebuttal. Okay, not in this debate at the moment. Okay, all right. Shanji, Ashley, you got the point? Yeah, roughly. Okay, so I will open the breakout room now. Continue to discuss for 2 minutes. Oh, actually, you're sending me something? Oh, no, okay. All right, I'll open the breakout room. Now, remember, Isaac, Yunsi, Wilson, even though, no worries. Very good, Wilson. Very good. I can tell. Yeah, you're doing very well. It's very normal to kind of like, mix up stuff. So Yunsi, Wilson, Isaac, I know that you have some points not rebutted, not presented, right? So you can actually talk to each other and Yunsi can take on the point and continue later. Yeah, Yunsi? Okay, work as a team, talk to each other. All right, same for Shanjay and Ashley. All right, I'm gonna open the breakout room and start the 2 minutes. All right, everyone, you have 30 seconds left. I'll give everyone 10 seconds to wrap up. All right, I hope you all managed to discuss with each other. Give some time to Wilson and Jinsey. I believe they are coming back too. All right, Ashley, are you ready? Yeah, I mainly look forward towards your rebuttal. Want to get you all a video to watch later. All right, Jinsey and Wilson, both of you are back. Are you all ready? Okay. Without any further delay, let us invite the second speaker from T. Oh, yes, Jinsey, you have something to say? No,
Misclick.
Miss Clay. Okay. Now, without any further delay, let's invite the second opposition speaker. We have Ashley. Oh, let me reset the time. Oops, wait, I need to set 5 minutes. Okay. Right. Ashley, whenever you're ready, you may begin.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Ashley Ang, the second speaker from the opposition team. I will first rebut my opponent. The second speaker of the proposition team has tried to tell us that plastics cause global warming. However, this is wrong. Let me explain why. It's worth considering the alternatives to plastic bags. While paper bags are often touted as more sustainably alternative, they also have their own environment impacts such as deforestation required to produce them and the energy required to transport them and so much more. Now I'll be going on to my first point. Okay. Plastics are sold at a low price or a low cost effective price. Plastics are the cheapest out of all common packaging materials, for example, paper, cardboard boxes, or glass containers. It is also less carbon emissions, waste, and harmful byproducts. So, Mr. E.G., Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, plastic should not be banned because it is sold at a low price and it also makes our lives easier. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Ashley. Now, Ashley, one thing that I want to mention regarding your rebuttal, it's a good attempt, but one thing for sure, we all know that plastic causes pollution. I mean, technically speaking, because of human activities, right? Human selfishness, it causes pollution. Plastic itself doesn't cause pollution, right? But try not to say, let's say if you know this is wrong, but it's not entirely wrong. You can also agree to your opponent. Let's say, for example, right, plastic causes global warming. It's true, what? Because humans throw plastic into the sea, it takes too long for it to disappear, and it started to harm the environment and the wildlife. Therefore, a lot of global warming is happening. But that doesn't mean but when you say it's wrong, right, you are trying to say that all of this doesn't exist. which it is not true, right? All of these exist and it is actually causing global warming. But how big it is, that is the question, right? So you can see, I do agree that it is causing global warming, but when you suggest that there are better alternatives such as paper, they are as bad as plastic. You continue back to cutting down the trees, deforestation, they are as bad as plastic, right? In fact, plastic is a cheaper alternative, a more effective alternative to, you know, to generate these kind of resources. You get what I mean? Right? So now remember team, you can agree to your opponent, but suggest the other way. Because if you say that their point is wrong, right? You are trying to tell them that it's not true. But to be honest, it is true at some point, just not all. Okay? 没有错,没有对的, there's nothing wrong or right. Okay, but yeah, just a suggestion. Okay, let's reset the timer to 2 minutes and we shall. Right, you see, you got the points, yeah? I hope you're ready because I'm gonna open the breakout room. 2 minutes, everybody. This is still lagging. Wilson haven't joined yet. Wilson, are you okay? Is everything all right? I'll wait for you to join first before I start the. We'll start 2 minutes. Okay. All right, everyone, you have about 30 seconds. All right, I'll give everyone a 10-second to wrap up. All right, closing room now. My hair suddenly becomes so messy. Now I'm curious, Isaac, Yancy, Wilson, did you manage to discuss in the room?
No,
I'm just trying to ask Google how to rebut their points.
All right, so not much discussion. Okay, got it. Because I think Wilson is also having a hard time joining. We'll wait for Wilson to come back, Ashley, Sanjay. Sanjay, Ashley, did you manage to discuss with each other?
Yes.
Okay, good. I wish I can see what's happening in the room. Right. You can see if you're from KL, right? Oh, I'll just grab you, come to KL. I mean, like, come here and have a proper physical debate where everyone actually see face to face and discuss how to properly debate. Yeah. All right, Wilson, you're back.
Ha ha ha, no chance.
Wilson, I tried my best to wait because you're lagging a little, but I think you are fine, right? Yep, I gave extra time to make sure you're okay. Okay, now without any further delay, we're gonna invite our Yunzi as the third speaker representing the proposition team. Yunzi, whenever you're ready, you may begin.
Hello everyone. Zisi, get out. Zisi, get out. Okay. I am Yunsi, as you all know, and I'm the third speaker to the team proposition of the topic plastic waste should be banned. So I will first give a conclusion and then rebut the opponent's points. So first of all, my teammates have added the points that plastic waste is a global crisis and plastic is a major contribution to environmental degradation. Plastic is harmful to wildlife and marine ecosystems, and also it contributes to climate change. First, plastic waste plastic pollution is a global problem that affects every part of the world, and it requires urgent action to address. As most plastics are made from oil and gas, about 4% to 8% of the world's oil production is for plastic. And most plastic is thrown away after a single use. It is also sustainable, so it also means we are having trouble getting rid of it. Plastic is a major contribution to environmental degradation because the production and disposal of plastic contributes significantly to air, water, and land pollution, and the negative impact of plastic on the environment is a significant threat to the health of our planet. Plastic is harmful to wildlife and marine ecosystems in a few ways. First, plastic waste is often ingested by animals when it is in the landfill or thrown into the ocean, leading to injury or death. It also entangles marine animals such as sea turtles and dolphins, which can cause suffocation or drowning. It contributes to climate change by producing because the production and disposal of plastic create greenhouse gas emissions. A rebuttal. The opponents have mentioned that it is multi-purpose and the production have improved. Although I agree, with them, it is still bad in a few ways, so we cannot ignore how it is bad. And although it counters climate change, most plastic is made from oil and gas, fossil fuels that contribute to climate change. And most plastics are thrown away after a single use. By reducing your plastic waste, you can also reduce your carbon footprint. Research, Google also shows that approximately 7 billion of the 9.2 billion tons of plastic produced from 1950 to 2017 become plastic waste, ending up in landfills. So, being sustainable doesn't mean it is a good thing because we also have trouble getting rid of it. Thank you. And in conclusion, although it makes our lives easier, we still need to take into account the damage it does to our ecosystem and Earth.
All right, very good, Yancy. Very well summarized.
Thank you. 10 ringgit prize.
Very well summarized. And I was having some feedback for you. Then you kind of covered it up as you continue to speak. Yeah. So now don't forget, class, one thing. When you say something is bad, right? Don't forget to tell us why do you think something is bad, right? Don't just say it's bad and it's bad. That's it. No explanation given. Okay, you need to explain why is it bad, right? That's what Yunsi did. Yunsi mentioned that production is better. That doesn't mean, yes, it is good. However, when production is getting better or it is more efficient, it is much easier to make plastic. That also means more plastics are being produced and more pollution are coming, right? So we should still look into banning it. But however, right, one thing that y'all don't discuss a lot is the alternative solutions, right? Which I don't hear a lot. I only hear from, I think, Shanji and Ashley, right? Okay, without any further delay, I'm gonna open the room, give everyone 2 minutes to prepare. And then Shanji, you'll be the last speaker. All right. everyone, you have 10 seconds to wrap up. All right, Isaac, you're back. I think, right, I'll send all of you. Oh, okay, Sanjay and Ashley is back. Wilson and Lucy. I have a thought. I want to send all of you the debate video, right? And I want you to watch back what you said, what you discussed in the debate, and what your opponent said in the debate. And then you kind of go and revise to see whether are there any points you missed out. Yeah, I want you to like really look at what you said in the debate. We're waiting for UNC to come back. Sanjay, are you ready? Okay, you'll be the final speaker. Okay, very good. Let me reset this to 5 minutes. I found some videos that I would like all of you to watch, during class or after class. Hi, Yinzi, welcome back. All right. Without any
Welcome
further,
back.
without any further delay, let us invite Sanjay, the third speaker from team opposition. Whenever you are ready, you may begin.
Good evening, Mr. Chairperson, ladies and gentlemen. The topic for our debate is plastic bags should not be banned. We, the opposition team, believe that this statement is true. The first speaker of the proposition team has tried to tell us that we should ban plastic bags because plastic contribute climate change and harmful to wildlife and animals. However, we don't agree with his point. Let me explain why. It is because we believe that banning is not the best method to stop the pollution. This is because alternative materials can also cause pollution and cause climate change. While plastic bags are harmful to the environment, alternatives such as paper bags and cloth bags can also have negative impacts. The production of paper bags require a significant amount of energy and resources, and cloth bags require energy and water to produce and wash. Additionally, both paper and cloth bags can still end up in landfills and take a long time to decompose. Besides, alternative solutions may be more effective. Instead of focusing solely on banning plastic bags, other solutions such as recycling programs, product redesign, and waste reduction education may be more effective in addressing plastic pollution in the long term. Besides, the second speaker of the proposition team has tried to tell us that plastic bags cause global crisis. However, this is wrong. Let me explain why. While it is true that many plastic bags are currently made from non-renewable sources such as oil or natural gas, but the production of plastic bags has improved over the years, and some companies are now using more sustainable sources such as plant-based materials like cornstarch or cassava. While these alternatives are not without their own environmental concerns, they are a step towards reducing our reliance on non-renewable sources. The materials also can get dissolved fast, so it will not pollute the environment. Back to our side. Our first speaker spoke to you about plastic bag is a multi-use product. These and many other functions make the plastic bag a versatile, practical invention of nowadays. Besides, ban may not be effective. Banning plastic bags dismiss them as useless and disagree their practical functionality, durability, and affordability. A total ban on plastic bags will only gloss over the lack of an effective environmental management policy in a given country. It will not save the environment. Our second speaker spoke to you about plastic bag is the cheapest among all of the common packaging. So, Mr. Chairperson, ladies and gentlemen, In conclusion, plastic bag is a multi-use product and is the cheapest among all the common packaging. Besides, bans may also not be effective to improve the environment. Hence, we the opposition team believe that plastic bags should not be banned. Thank you.
All right. Very good, Shanji. Very good. In fact, I love how the rebuttal was prepared and the team stand at the point where banning is not the best solution, right? You stand on the part where banning is not the best solution. Okay. And it is better to look for alternative solutions before banning plastic bags or even deciding to ban plastic bag. And banning plastic bag is not the main source of the problem. So Shanjay, when you mentioned like education, you mentioned like alternative alternative solutions, you could provide us examples of how it works. If you can do that, that is a very, very like high level if you can have that research as well. All right. Other than that, very good. Now, thank you all for debating, right? It was an amazing debate by both teams, but I have to say, right, representing the team opposition will take this round. Yeah, meaning team opposition will win this. Okay, team opposition is more convincing, right, as compared to team proposition. Not to say that team proposition is not convincing. However, there could be more evidence and examples added, right, to each and one of your debates, like Isaac, Ashley, Wilson, Yunzi. Isaac, Ashley, Isaac and Ashley and Wilson, I think, could have added more examples. And for Wilson's side, your rebuttal is really amazing. It's just, I think you panicked a little. So your flow kind of ran away, right? So calm down. Yeah, you have time, remember. Yeah, try not to skip something that you have prepared for the debate. Might as well just say it out, okay? Because I noticed you have an additional 1 minute plus. Okay. And good job on both sides. Now, I have something I would like all of you to watch. I have prepared, I've done some research, right? And showing you here a few videos, right? You see the topic, why finding plastic alternatives has turned into a $1 trillion industry. So plastic alternatives can make a lot of money, right? None of you discuss about like, if we ban plastic, we will lose jobs. Yeah, none of you talk about jobs. Okay, jobs is one of the point you can discuss. But also plastic alternatives are also creating a lot of money. You can watch this. All right. How to make plastic from seaweed, worldwide waste. So seaweed is very abundant, right? Literally very easy to grow. It grows very fast if you read up about seaweed. So seaweed can be a plastic alternative. So even the proposition team, if you want to ban plastic, you can say we should use the alternatives. And I'm not talking about the paper alternatives. Yeah, because paper alternatives will also harm the environment. Why not seaweed alternatives? Because seaweed is so easy to grow and harvest, and it's abundant, right? It also gives, so you can watch this and you will know how good is seaweed, right? Then you can say, you can tell your opposition, I'm not trying to tell you that we are using paper alternatives or we are using cloth alternatives. I'm trying to tell you that we can source alternatives from seaweed, which is more sustainable than cloth and paper. You see? Yeah, that is what proposition can do, right? So proposition team can also, right, mention about the true cost of plastic. Just how Wilson, right, almost said it. Wilson, you almost said it. You said that it is not financially viable, but you could also say that it is not environmentally viable too, because plastic takes very long to degrade, right, to disappear. And now it is very cheap. Now, I think something Yunxi mentioned, right, but Yunxi didn't go into the detail. But you can say, you can produce it easily, no problem. but can you dispose it easily too? Right? How long does it last in the world? And what kind of cost, what kind of impact is it creating to the earth, to the environment, to the wildlife, right? Then this is the true cost of plastic. Yeah. So technically speaking, right, yes, producing plastic is very cheap now, but it actually costs more. Not just the money, but it costs to the environment, it costs to the wildlife, and many more. Okay, that is the true cost of plastic. So it is very expensive to produce plastic. Yeah, when you consider the fact of environment, you consider the fact the damages it creates to the wildlife, plastic is actually very expensive. Okay, yeah, as compared to paper and maybe cloth. I think Sanjay also mentioned, right? Cloth can create a lot of pollution, which is very true. Yeah. So that was the rebuttal, okay, and paper. All right. So yeah, you can also study about recycling, because I think none of you mentioned about recycling, but if any of you talk about recycling, right, you can actually look at how plastics are recycled. Do you know that a lot of plastics are not recycled? You should study a bit about how not all plastics can be recycled, because some of the plastics, right, they are contaminated, 肮脏了. So you cannot actually recycle it, right? Okay. So good job, class. I wish I can get all of you to debate once more so that you can actually do more research and look for different points to discuss. Now, this is our last week before we move on to the physical presentation. But Mr. Eugene is thinking, right? Mr. Eugene is thinking, can I give all of you one more class to debate? But I give you all more time to prepare. Why, Ashley? Why you shake your head? Why? Why you shake your head? Would all of you be interested to debate one more time? I just feel that, a bit of a waste, because I didn't tell you what else you can talk about. And it's a little waste. I was thinking to, give you some info, some videos, and after that, I want to see if you have new points or not. And we challenge ourselves not to discuss the points that we have discussed earlier. Now, proposition team cannot talk about environment, cannot talk about wildlife. Okay, the opposition team, you cannot talk about the alternatives, and so on. Right? The points that you mentioned cannot talk about it. Would you all be interested? Oh man, I already got rejected. Wilson, Sanjay, Isaac, Lindsay, what about you? Would you all be interested? Just curious. Isaac is like, I give up there. Is it? Huh? You give up already, Isaac? Why lah?
Not just 40%. I don't know.
Don't know. Don't know.
Not sure lah, teacher.
Not sure. Not sure, then Mr. Eugene decide for you. Yes, Ashley. Yinsi, Wilson, Sanjay, okay if I get you all to debate again.
No.
No.
Why?
我要
Sanjay
睡
say,
觉了。
Sanjay say yes, but not now lah. Of course, not now. In the next 2 weeks. Okay, next week you got no class, Class. Next week you got no class, Okay. Next week is already end. Yeah. And I'll see some of you on the 23rd for your final debate. I'll give you a new topic for that lah. But
Okay.
I would like to invite all of you on the 10th to debate one more time.
No one.
So
No,
sad, I got 2
no.
rejections. Wait. Wilson, yes or no?
Say no.
Yeah,
That
Wilson,
was
yes
a
or no?
no. That was a no.
He didn't say anything. Come, Wilson.
But he shook his head.
Don't feel pressure. Just decide for yourself, Wilson.
Type in
Don't see
chat.
what Ashley is doing. Yeah, Isaac, what about you? Yes or no? No, maybe. Just yes or no. I stopped this recording first.